Good morning, everyone. My name's Joey. Got Josie over here playing in the sand. This is Papa and Josie's homestead. A little different video this morning. We ain't really doing anything today, work-wise, or not yet anyway. But I was just gonna talk a little bit about how I started this, how I started the channel, why I started the channel. Help you. Help you make a big sandcastle. Alright. And how this evolved. Well, I ain't gonna say how this evolved here. But yeah, just some of the things that make this difficult. We're gonna sit here and play Josie for a second. Let's do that. Alright, where's your cups? You feel full of sand?
Yeah. Whoa.
Whoa.
Let's make a sandcastle. Flip it over. You really need to put some more dirt in it?
I think it's good. Let's flip it over and see what it does.
I'll tap it.
Tap it. Alright, let's see what it does. Wow.
Make that big sandcastle.
Oh gosh, that's a whole lot of sand. Alright, this is like the third time I've started this video. I am not much of a speaker. I don't know if y'all can tell that from my videos. I don't like talking in public. I don't like talking in big crowds. And I would never give a speech unless I just had to. So this is a difficult video for me. I was just trying to explain how I got started doing this, I guess, and some of the results that have come out of me doing this. But me and Chris used to do bushcrafting a whole lot, and I was good at bushcrafting. I love bushcrafting. I love backcountry backpacking and camping, that's me and Chris used to do a lot of that. And me and him had discussed doing videos of bushcrafting videos. I took courses in bushcrafting. And the main reason for doing that was I was actually wanting to become an instructor and get some, just some certification. I know you don't need certification to do bushcrafting, but just something, a lot of people look for that. So I did take some classes, and it didn't really pan out just because the classes were so far away more than anything. It took 2.5 hours to get to where the classes were at, and it was just too big of a drive and things, so that didn't work out very good. But me and Chris, we still thought about just doing some videos of just me and him going out and doing the bushcrafting and the camping and things like that. Another thing we debated on doing, and don't y'all tell anybody this, but I like playing Minecraft. In the wintertime, summertime I don't play hardly at all, but in the wintertime when you can't get outside and stuff like that, I play Minecraft a lot, and I was pretty good at that. So me and him, we actually talked about doing Minecraft videos and to do on YouTube. And but fast forward a little bit, I wound up with Josie, and that first little bit, I was just watching her. Pretty much stayed in the house. We'd come out and feed, and that was pretty much the extent. At first, I was just packing her around, and I told my wife, I was like, man, this is getting hard to do with her. Trying to feed and packing her and holding her while I was feeding and things like that. So we bought that wagon. I told her I needed that wagon, so we went and bought that wagon at Tractor Supply, and I hooked that little high chair seat. I don't know if y'all can see it over there. Right there. I hooked that little high chair seat into her wagon. I'm sitting on this four-wheeler to keep me from pacing. I'm bad about pacing, especially when I'm talking. But I strapped that high chair seat into that wagon, and I had to use blankets and stuff to put around her to hold her up in it because she was still not sitting up very good. And the thing with Josie, well, why the main reason why I got her is if you know, at that point where she was wobbling, you know, trying to sit up and things like that, if she'd fall down and bump her head, she would hold her breath and pass out. And it was scary. It's scary to watch her go through that. She would turn blue and purple, and for the most part, usually when she'd pass out, she'd just start breathing again. She'd be perfectly fine. But occasionally, she would not be able to get her breath back right, I guess. And she would sit and gasp for air and things like that. And it was scary. So that's kind of how I wound up with Josie, to the extent I got her now. Now, you know, occasionally she still will do that. Just maybe a week ago, she had fell backwards off the couch into the floor. Her and Jaden, one of our sons, were playing on the couch, and she fell backwards off the couch, and it caused her to pass out. But I mean, now it's not near. She don't do the purple and turn blue and things like that. And it's just usually she just slumps over, and she'll come back to herself and be fine. But that's how I got wound up with Josie. Now she's spoilt. She is attached to my hip 24 hours a day. I have to lay down with her nap. She sleeps with me at night. I can't go into a different room and shut the door. She's definitely spoilt, I guess you could say, but and attached. So that's where we're at with Josie on that. But anyway, we you know, I had her as a baby, and we started putting her in that seat, and I would put blankets and stuff around her just to keep her from flopping around and stuff like that. And then I'd pull the wagon around at that time. We didn't have the four-wheeler, and but we'd go out and do our chores, do the feeding, and you know, I wasn't doing much else other than doing the feeding at that time. You know, she was really small, and I'd pull her in that wagon and do the feeding. I think when I first started trying to do things outside was when, you know, wintertime was rolling up, and I was like, you know, we need firewood. And so I brought her up and started splitting some wood at first, and she was sitting in that seat, and that seat has a little tray there, and I'd put her some snacks and stuff in that tray. And so I got the saw out one day, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna have to saw some wood. I don't know how. You know, I figured I'd fire that saw up, and she'd, you know, go into fits and stuff like that. But I fired the saw up, and she sat over there and ate her snacks and was perfectly fine. And now I know I can fire the saw up, and she knows that saw. I can't hear her, so she don't whine, she don't fuss, she don't try to get me to do anything or anything like that. She knows when I'm using that saw that, you know, I'm off limits. So you know, that's how I started getting to do things outside with her, was with the chainsaw and cutting the firewood for us that first winter. And after a while, you know, it become obvious to us that, you know, she was so clingy to me. She's got to the point where she wouldn't go with anybody. She won't go anywhere with my wife. She won't go anywhere with her mom and dad. She's like stuck to me, and I mean, she even, you know, getting her upset like that will cause her to cry and hold her breath. So basically, she's just with me all the time. So when I come, you know, when we got to that point where, you know, she's not going anywhere, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll do some homesteading videos. Just show me and her what we're doing every day, and, you know, getting our land cleaned out. And, you know, I thought it'd be a good thing to have the videos for her later on in life. She can go back and watch them. You know, if I ain't around, or you know, my kids, my other grandkids, you know, all can watch these videos. So we started doing the videos and just doing them off my phone. I'm still doing them off my phone. I did go buy a little camera, but it didn't work out. The internet's so slow at the house, and I had to use the computer at the house to upload those, and it would take forever to get them uploaded. And with everybody else on the internet, and it was dragging everybody else down, it just wound up, it was a big hassle. So I can come up here to the barn and upload, you know, a 15-minute video, usually in like 30 minutes off my phone up here with 2 bars of service on my phone. At the house, that same video would take 5, 6, 7 hours. You know, and I would try to do it through the night and things like that, but it just wound up, it's just a big hassle. So I went back to doing them off my phone, and I'm doing them off my phone. And But we started doing them videos, and this is kind of what I wanted to talk about. You know, I'd quit my job to keep Josie. Basically, you know, took off for a little bit, and you know, not at first, you know, with plans on going back. You know, and I was friends with these guys, so you know, we'd still swing by. It was construction, framing houses. We poured footers and different things like that. But you know, I'd swing by. We'd went up to town or something, and they was pretty close to where we was going, and things like that. I'd swing by, and they'd always ask, you know, when you coming back, and you know, things like that. And you know, one day I mentioned to them, I said, you know what, we started doing YouTube channels. Well, you know, that got some looks, some smirks, and some, you know, laugh, you know, a little bit of laughter. Nothing major, but you know, because they were friends, but you know, you could see the look. Of like, yeah, right, you know, because they know me. They know I'm not very good at talking and things like that. And that's a lot of YouTube is talking. You know, you got to be charismatic to keep people's attention and things like that. So that was the first instance of some negativity toward me doing the channel. Family. If you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, do not think your family's going to help you. I mean, there's a few of them watches my videos. Most, biggest majority has no idea. They know I'm doing the channel, but don't watch none of the videos. Don't care to watch none of the videos. So yeah, just don't think your family's going to help you out anyway. I mean, you might get one or two or something like that. Maybe your family's different. Maybe they will help out. I don't know. But my experience, don't depend on family. I've told my family, I'm like, as much family as I got, I could get my subscribers up there. I could get my watch hours to where I need them if they just watch them. But you know, they don't. So yeah, don't depend on family to watch these videos. Like I said, that's the biggest point to this whole video is you know, how to stay motivated, how to keep going when you don't really have support, you know, from your friends, from your family, from anybody. Because you know, my wife, you know, she brings in the money. You know, I get part of her taxes and things like that. And she pays for the feed. Other than that, you know, things I want to buy and things like that is from side jobs, money I get from maybe selling some rabbits or selling a goat here and there and stuff like that, you know, which I'm not doing a whole big bunch of right now. The rabbits, I'm probably not selling enough rabbits to even pay for their own feed, but that's kind of where I would like to get to, at least, is making enough money off these rabbits to buy their own feed, and me be able to use their manure. Now, if I get to the point where I'm raising enough rabbits, I mean, I could do this now. I could breed more rabbits and use them for meat. But I'm not yet. I always say, you know, if I get a batch and I can't sell them and they don't sell, I will. But I've always been able to sell what I've been breeding. So we've not actually done any for meat yet. But eventually, that's kind of where I want to go. You know, I want to do the homestead. I want to raise our own meat. I want to raise as much of our garden produce and stuff, which we're not big produce eaters. But I would like to raise enough of that to can and get all that going. But, you know, get back to it, you know, I don't get a lot of money to put into this place. So it's just, like I said, you know, I might get $2,000 or $3,000 at tax time or something like that to spend on stuff. That's what I've done this year. That's how I run my fencing. And we got some stuff for the camper. We got some stuff for the rabbit cage here. But, you know, now that's gone. That's done. So that money's gone. So now, you know, I just basically got to depend on if I sell something or if I get a side job here and there, you know, something that I can do with Josie. You know, I can't get a side job. I can't go out and work for the guys framing houses. I can't take Josie with me. You know, working a little bit right now up at the neighbors. So we got that, and sometimes a friend or some of the family or something like that might have a little side job they want some help with, and I'll go help them. So we get a little bit that way. Now I got more grass, maybe I'm hoping I can get more animals coming in and get a little bit more income from these animals. So that's working good. But how do I stay motivated doing this without too much support from family, without too much support from friends? Like I said, when you tell people you're doing a YouTube or something like that, I mean, most of the time you really get like a negative response back. It's not, oh, that's great, I want to watch it, blah, 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 and all this. It's usually not a good response that you get. Most of my support is from you guys. I ain't never figured out where the camera's at on this thing. Well, I know where it's at, but it's weird how you do that. But yeah, I mean, there's been times where I've really just debated on, like, because it's a lot of work doing these videos. You do the video, you might film 2 or 3 hours of stuff just for a 15-minute video. And you gotta go back and edit it, make sure you ain't got nothing in there it shouldn't be in there. I mean, Josie, I put out a video not too long ago and I didn't realize it, because to go back and watch it, sometimes if you got, according to what you're doing, sometimes you might have 6 hours of stuff, and to go back and edit, you can't sit and watch that whole thing. So you just kind of fast forwarding it and things like that. But we was up there working at the neighbors, and I didn't realize it, but she pulled her pants down to go to the bathroom, and I'd actually left it in the video because I didn't know she'd done it while I was working, and I didn't know that it was in that video. And then wish she didn't show anything. You couldn't see anything on her, so it wasn't nothing bad, but it wasn't nothing I really wanted on the video. And but it wound up getting in there. And I didn't notice it until a couple of days later, and me and her was just sitting there, and she likes watching her videos. She likes watching them. So we were sitting there watching it, and I was like, wow, I can't believe that's in there. So I went back and blurred it out. Not that you could see anything anyway, but I still blurred it out. And but it takes a lot of time. Like I said, 2 or 3 hours of videoing, 4, 5, 6, sometimes. And I hate when it's multiple days. Because you forget what you got on there and things like that. So 15-minute video, is a lot of work to edit it. And then if you got like time lapses in there and you want to go back and add music and things like that, and that's another thing, I am not music inclined. So my music, I can't match my music up with my videos. But sorry about that. Gotta watch them. But it's a lot of work doing these videos. And so there's come times, and not too long ago, I mean, I was ready to quit. And I was like, it's too much work, watching Josie, trying to do stuff here on the farm, dragging the phone around, trying to keep it charged up, editing the videos, uploading the videos. I mean, sometimes we're sitting up here at the barn after dark waiting for a video to upload, and it gets aggravating. So, there's come times where I'm done. I'm just not going to do it. And some of y'all will comment on something or other or give me some encouragement that'll keep me going. So most of my encouragement that keeps me going and keeps me motivated to do what I'm doing is from you guys. Ready to go? No, I'm ready to go. I'm just sitting here talking. I'm talking to our peoples. But yeah, even the video itself, it kind of keeps you going because you need content for your next video and things like that. So it keeps the ideas flowing, what you're going to do. So like doing the YouTube videos just in general has kept me going doing the homesteading. You guys have kept me going doing the videos. So I appreciate it. Like I said, you guys keep me going. I want this channel to keep growing. I want it to do good. I mean, more than anything, scoot back a little bit. More than anything, just because of the doubters I got in my life. Like I said, the people that's not supporting me, the people that's laughed at me, the people that's mocked it a little bit. I'd love to see this channel take off. I'd like to see it take off for her. There's about roughly 30 to 40 of you guys that come back and watch my videos on a regular basis. The shorts are different. I don't know how that works. I just know from other channels I watch, the shorts don't really, unless you've hit the notification button and stuff like that, the shorts don't really pop up with your videos. So it's like I got two different groups watching our videos. There's about 30 or 40 of you guys that watches the videos on a regular basis. But like the shorts, which is mainly just Josie playing with animals and things like that, there's about 400 that watch those. And the shorts, when it comes to the whole money thing of YouTube, the shorts is crazy. You gotta have like 1 million views and stuff like that. It's crazy. But she's got about 400 that regularly watch her shorts. So like I said, I know just some of the people that I watch, unless I hit that notification, it don't really pop up the shorts. Like people I just subscribe to without the notifications, their videos will pop up in my recommended, but the shorts never do. Now there's a couple that I have hit notification on, and their shorts do pop up. So if you're interested in the shorts, hit that notification button. And like I said, their biggest majority of them, especially here lately, is all just Josie. So at the beginning of it, they were just random stuff, but probably for the last at least 6 months or something like that, and I put out 5 of those a week. It's just Josie playing with the goats, playing with pigs, riding the pigs, playing with the kittens, different stuff like that, just random stuff. And it's weird how the algorithm thing works. Most hers, if I do something odd, like I put, Josie's playing with the goats, it'll get to 400 easy. If I put Josie on her way to Vacation Bible School, which I done yesterday, 0. So I don't know how that algorithm thing works. It just don't pop it up for people, I guess, or something. But I just wanted to say thank you to all you guys. Y'all keep me going. I appreciate every one of you. I mean, y'all know who you are. Some of y'all comment almost every video and every day, and I appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy them. I hope this video didn't bore you to death. Like I said, this is something I don't normally do, and I don't like doing it. I am uncomfortable as all get out right now. I had to sit on this four-wheeler to keep myself from pacing around and just making a total mess at it. And like I said, this is like the 4th time I've tried to do this video. But I appreciate every one of you guys. And I love the support, and I'd like to thank you. And that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Like I said, I've rambled on. Like I said, I'm not much of a speaker, so I'm sorry, but I appreciate it, and y'all can catch me on the next one.